So let's move on to this particular issue. We know can say the former president the former president John Dramani Mahama saying to German for said this could be the end of the beginning, and the beginning of the end for New Patriotic members, the New Patriotic Party. Now, Sana Mahama eka nsem no ekame kwaye say Mahama winning 2024 election, and there's going to be a straight up probing into corrupt NPP officials. In the current NSA probing air course that the National Youth and Sports Authority probing air course so about the Parliamentary Select Committee and the Parliamentary Auditing Committee, and no, it has revealed says Kakra, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, and also maybe I call fair baby, inflated figure. So Mahama, in some more kind in a way, Hispanic people are Mahama. It's like telling us that when he assumes 2024, when he assumes the presidency, if he should win the 2024 elections, Akuffo, the family members, any ministers, they will have a rhythm to dance to. Yenkuti somebody to Jayaba.
Mahama left a mess. We came and repaired your mess. Before I left office, the IMF said that Ghana's economy was going to grow by 8%. And it grew by 8% and more in 2017. And in 2018, it dropped. When their own policies started kicking in, you look at the GDP growth rate. From the high of 8% that they inherited from me, the next year it went to 6 point something, 5 point something, until when COVID hit, it went to 0. So that myth about you left us a mess, you left us a mess. When you came into office, the Akuffo Eurobond was left with 270 million to pay. Where did you get that money to pay? Mahama left it in the sinking fund because I knew that debt was coming up. That was visionary because I knew that if a new government came, it was going to be difficult to find 270 million at once to pay off the Akuffo Eurobond. So we left it in the sinking fund. They came and met it. In October, they just took it and paid the Eurobond. And after that, they didn't put any money in the sinking fund again. That's why when COVID hit, we had no money to defend ourselves. I set up the stabilization fund. When COVID hit, they didn't know where to find money. We told them, go and look in the stabilization fund. I left money in there. Went and took 300 million, from the stabilization fund. I set up the Ghana Investment Infrastructure Fund, the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund. And I put $270 million seed money in that fund. Today, that's what you are using to build your Agenda 111 hospitals. So how can I have left you a mess? They are good at propaganda. And so they just keep repeating something. Oh, we came and met your mess. We came and met your mess. In 2016, for the first time in Ghana's history, we ran the government budget without taking one CD from the Bank of Ghana. Zero borrowing from Central Bank. You in 2021, 42 billion, you made Central Bank print for you. The following year, 2022, 35 billion, you made Central Bank print for you. And that is why today, Central Bank is broke. Because it made a loss of more than 60 billion cedis. When I was president, Central Bank made a profit of more than 1 billion cedis. And so that propaganda must stop once and for all. You didn't inherit a mess. You inherited an economy that was doing well. It is you, by your mismanagement, your clueless finance minister, and your clueless head of economic management team, who now wants to run away from economic issues to become the champion of digitalization.
We know about Sama Mahama Kaya, who Osiba Umia Ejane Akoye, the champion of digitalization. Uti Samo kind now, Patch say Central Fund Crano. Any Niema Bibrio Mama or Patch say, oh, fee Abemono. He left a huge chunk of money. It been a COVID CI a fire, What has to the extent said, Mama or Patch say, oh, Abemono, the Bank of Ghana, no, any the central bank, they were making profits they were not printing money, but under this corrupt Akuffo administration, they are printing money. Because inflation has hit double digits. This is what Mahama is saying.
Well, Mahama, we call a lot of tours, other regions and all that. With the arrest of some MPs and ministers, well, we are hoping that he can go by his words, because I mean, we are in Ghana politicians. Onyamba power a different story. Oba power and so a different story.
Don't you think Mahama has learned his lessons, perhaps?
Nana, well, so the whole thing is that people are saying, say Mahama, or what ye in the free, so because for record's sake, Mahama is the first president or call 4 years in this Fourth Republic, or call 4 years in his term, and just say Ulusu with a hoping 1 million votes. Now, so say a lot of things went wrong with his governance, so it will be good. So we share lessons. I mean, it's a good thing. And if he's coming to power, then we need to see the reflection of the good things, as I say, abanimu, and as in the lessons we need to see the reflection in his works. And he's saying that Nasikawo, Ho and COVID and Baumia and all that. Baumia issue, everybody's talking about it. How can an economist all of a sudden, how do you call it? A digitalizer. Digitalizer. Well, it's a good thing, say maybe he was trying to blend both. He was doing well with his economy.
Okay,
I'm just saying that Senka, if he was blending the economy part with the digital part, it would have been a good news. But the way Akuffo say Baumia is the ideal man to help, boost the economy, and now he's shifting from economy to digital world, and then a big issue here. And looking at what Mahama is saying, one way or the other, Nana, he has a point, because any train the battery, and Robert trainer or observe their air costo. At least a position you've held before. A company near a manager, you've held that managerial position before. Now, for some reason, you've been sacked because 1 year, 1 or 2 things will now employee a sack near another manager, and your order so managerial role. Unya or sign pay, and you are looking at how the other person in now is managing it. And comparing it to your time, you realize say be a 1 or 2 mistakes spent a year, but this person has done worse than you. Yes, that's how Mahama you realize that this person has done worse than you. Ebia, and you maybe a nipa ne no time 1 year sir, but also mistake ni different. If we or no so ne dia oil, but ne dia very serious. Okay. They very serious and severe, and you wish say manager never mouth chance. Now I correct mistake now we but on only mistake they are not going to go by it. If that's what Mahama is saying there, then there is no nothing wrong with it. It's a bebana so or chemu say when who mistakes no be correct there. That's fine, because I remember within this week your pro wakopie fenisen dagbom mempanifo all catch and say the overlord there share that train say yes say a better abane their money dear no beba power. He shouldn't repeat Akuffo's mistake of reshuffling ministers. The best thing I was said the be or reshuffle the for new muyejima, because that is where the major problem is coming from. That is what the overlord of Dagbon told Mahama. Yes. Okay, Jan said Akufo made that mistake. Into Manisu that mistake. If only he gets the opportunity to be the president. So you could see, say, all this one way or the other, maybe they have a good heart, and I say they have a good vision for Ghana. Akufo say, if you have a vision, say,
Akufo need good vision.
Nana, hold on. Now hold on. I'm trying to make a point. So I mean, I make us say from the scenario, Yensha say he has a good vision for Ghana. And Ebia or no sport to say, Baumia being an economist, our Western economy outside Ghana or ne Bank of Ghana, aye Juma. So then let me bring this guy on board. Number one, I mean to mean solve the economic issue of Ghana. And this person comes and messes up. Not just say when we say nipa no the wrong thing. I think say Ebianko Otimire Shafo Baomi, according to what the overlord was saying, Ebia he could have gotten a perfect person. Ebianko betima be jumani ye ama economy no enjija emma be say. So I think say Mahama has learned the hard way. That's what we can say. In this word there, that's what we can say. Akumemu de intimintre. But now, so God being so good, as a Ghana for money opportunity, why not? We would see the reflection. Say, Oban's not be messy happen. So, and then say we can't trust anybody.